Ask most Southern Baptists when they believe that the cooperative program began, and they think it started with the Southern Baptist Convention in 1845. Well, that's not the case. So, how did Southern Baptists raise funds for their ministries before the cooperative program was organized? Before the cooperative program, each board raised its own money separately from all other boards. What that meant is that agents from the various boards and entities would visit congregations raising funds and asking for special offerings. The Foreign Mission Board, the Home Mission Board, the local Baptist college, Bible societies, tract societies, orphanages, retired pastors' funds, all these agents would come visit congregations asking for a special offering. Now, while congregations wanted to help out with all of these worthy causes, it got wearying, and many pastors came to see denominational representatives as nothing more as people who had their hands out looking for money. Well, after World War I, the Americans had a different view of the world. We had just fought the war to end all wars, and now we were going to join hands in ministry to win the world for Christ. Southern Baptists launched the 75 Million campaign to do just that. It was also intended to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Southern Baptist Convention. Something new, however, came into play. Funds were to be shared by the various boards, instead of each board raising funds separately. As a result, giving greatly increased among Southern Baptist congregations. A new spirit of unity developed among the denomination, and many congregations experienced significant spiritual renewal during this time. In order to continue these gains, the Southern Baptist Convention formed a committee and tapped M.E. Dodd, pastor at First Baptist Shreveport, to be the chair. M.E. Dodd introduced an idea that he had begun with Louisiana Baptists, which was to continue with a joint budget through which all of the funds were given and by which all the ministries could be supported. Thus, the cooperative program was born. Congregations send their contributions to the state convention. The state conventions then keep a portion of that money for the ministries that they oversee and then forward the rest to the Southern Baptist Convention for further distribution. This greatly reduces the stressful fundraising fight of each board and assures that less glamorous ministries will receive adequate funding. Each state determines the amount kept for ministry in that state. The goal has always been 50% staying within the state and 50% going on for the national work. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that associations do not receive any direct funds from the cooperative program. So please remember to include them in your budget. Otherwise, the worthy ministries that they carry on are going to be unfunded. All entities encourage support for the cooperative program. That's why you hear representatives from the Home Mission Board, now NAM, and the International Mission Board and the seminaries all supporting the cooperative program. And because support for all state and national ministries are connected, bypassing the cooperative program to fund just special projects effectively defunds all other ministries. And designating mission giving is a return to the society approach abandoned in 1925. Now, this doesn't mean that we shouldn't have special projects, but when we're considering the adoption of a special project to do as a congregation, we need to keep in mind that it should be above and beyond what we normally give within our joint cooperative program giving. The cooperative program, doing more together than we can separately.